How much is it for a pound of beef? Average of $5.28. How about a pound of bacon? $5.46. That's expensive. This article by Michael Schneider is claiming to know why it's going to continue to go up, and he quotes this from what sources, I don't know. An absolutely crippling drought in the western half of the country. Now, if you remember that I did a video about, 5 or 6 months ago, maybe 5 months ago, where I talked about the trees that they were taking down, the almond trees in California. They were just like sacrificing thousands upon thousands of perfectly good trees because of a drought. And people in California were telling me there is no drought. There hasn't been a drought last year or the years before in many regions. And if anything, this year may be the first signs of a drought, so they're really going to pump up this story that they've been saying, this fib, this lie, that there's always been a drought, but there hasn't been. Okay? So we've got to take a look at history, and when they had the Depression, the Dust Bowl, they had been saying that there was a drought for a long time. But there is no drought. What we're basically seeing is the gutting of America's ability to take care of itself. And they're doing this to every country, and they're going to have to do it to America. And you get this standoff in Nevada at the ranch where they're seizing the cattle. And they give you all kinds of excuses about it. But the militia's coming in there, I think, because of freedom and rights that they want to stand up for. But I think it's about facing the lies of the government and the bank. There is no drought. I'm gonna give you the reason, okay? Because Michael Schneider is not giving you the reason. The reason why we're going to see meat prices go up and all food prices is because of inflation. And the inflation is happening because the dollar is having to be devalued. It's the Fed, it's the banks. And the struggles that are going on in Asia and various other places, between mostly Russia and Europe now, over Ukraine, Crimea on the Black Sea. All this is going on because of struggle over the currency. It's a currency war, it's a proxy war, and it's heating up. The Cold War is back again, and pretty soon, before you know it, it'll be a heated up war. I give it a few years. Keep watching your food prices. Keep watching right here. Your $5.28 a pound and your $5.46 a pound go up to $10, $15 a pound, because the dollar is not going to be worth anything, and that's unfortunate, and nobody knows how to fix it, and people are going to start to starve, and the United States is going to go into a deeper depression than we have seen. I was checking this out on Eric Holder debacle, but look at your report here that stocks continue to plunge. And look at your quote here from Faber. I think he's a financial analyst. He's watching Wall Street. 2014 crash will be worse than 1987. That's why the meat prices are going up, folks. It's not due to the drought. The drought is just this excuse. It's a red herring that they're just dragging around in front of you. Maybe I'm going to do a video about this, but I'm not sure. This is old news, and he keeps staying in there, and I don't have a lot of regard for him. I don't hold him in such high esteem. But how are we going to get an attorney general? How are we going to get a president? How are we going to get leadership that is worthy? How are you going to do it, America? That's what we need to find out.